So Elon Musk has officially been hashtag MeToo'd at this point, of course, right when he decides, hey, I'm going to vote Republican this next coming election. It's almost as if, nah, I can't say that because, of course, we have to believe all women, am I right, guys? But in all seriousness, does the left have any originality to them at all at this point? Or are they going to keep running the same old playbook for all eternity? Even Elon Musk said in his tweet, in the past I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party. But they have become the party of division and hate. So I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. You know, it's almost like we've seen this show before, where the left cannot win on merit, so what do? They go for character assassination every single time. They did it with Clarence Thomas, they tried doing it with Kavanaugh. Whenever they start losing an argument, they start pulling out these alleged incidents that took place years ago without any real evidence to back up their claims and just say, hey, believe all women. Which makes absolutely no sense at all. What other crime do we do this with? Oh, your house got broken into 10 years ago and you're saying that guy over there did it? You know what? Believe all homeowners. It's complete lunacy that this is the way we're going to approach things. And it goes without saying, our system is based on the idea of innocent till proven guilty. When you take too long to report a crime, evidence starts becoming more and more slim, which means, guess what? I'm going to have to side on the area of innocence for the person rather than guilt. It's just the way it's going to work. And I know someone's going to say, oh, but didn't they settle with her for $250,000 back in 2018? People settle for stuff they didn't do all the damn time. It's called a nuisance payment. It's where going through the court process, you know you would win, but the process of going through the courts is just so tiresome and not worth the effort that you just say, you know what, give them some money and tell them to go away. If anything, you have quote unquote credible accusations towards the richest man in the world. And all you got was $250,000? All you got was $250,000? Give me a break. If there were really serious allegations, I'm pretty sure they could have held up for a hell of a lot more than $250,000. Elon makes more than that in his sleep. But let's look a little bit at what they're actually accusing him of doing. A SpaceX flight attendant said Elon Musk exposed himself and propositioned her for sex, documents show. The company paid $250,000 for her silence. The attendant worked as a member of the cabin crew on a contract basis for SpaceX corporate jet fleet. She accused Musk of exposing his erect penis to her, rubbing her leg without consent, and offering to buy her a horse in exchange for an erotic massage, according to interviews and documents obtained by Insider. Now, real quick, it is worth pointing out, the person who is the alleged quote-unquote victim here is not the person who's pushing this story out. It's actually one of her friends who's doing this in her stead because she signed a non-disclosure agreement. So her friend said that she heard about this, she has information about this from what she told her, and she's the one putting the information out. So the victim, quote unquote, is not the person who is even saying any of this stuff at all. It is a friend of the victim. Again, quote unquote. Now, one of the funny things here, besides the fact that, of course, he offered to buy her a horse, it was actually Elon's response to this in general. After Insider contacted Musk for comment, he emailed to ask for more time to respond and said, there is a lot more to the story. If I were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my entire 30-year career it would come to light. Which is a good point. He's been one of the most powerful men on the earth for decades at this point. And only now, after he's come out for free speech and said he's going to vote Republican, do any of these allegations ever come forth. Now, there's that question, of course, why now? Why even bring it forth in the first place at this point? Well, again, the alleged victim's friend said this. Remaining silent, the friend said, would make her complicit. When you choose to remain silent, yeah, you become part of that system, she said. You do become part of the machine that allows someone like Elon Musk to continue his horrible things that he's done. Then why did you remain silent for years? Why did your friend, who's the alleged victim, decide to take a payday over revealing what actually happened to her? It's almost as if there's some other factors going into play here other than them just wanting to do the right thing. And don't say we aren't taking sexual assault cases seriously. If you polled people on what should be done to men who sexually assault women, what you would find is people on the right want harsher punishments, not lighter, for those kind of acts. It's because we take it so seriously. We want to make sure that every allegation can be proven before we condemn a man and enact harsh justice upon him. At the end of the day, it's kind of funny. The Me Too movement started because rich, leftist Hollywood elites were assaulting women. And of course, now they're deciding to project their own vile behavior upon the people who stand against them. But what you need to remember is when it comes to leftists, projection is the key. Whatever they're doing, they will accuse you of doing. When it comes to race, when it comes to corruption, and yes, when it comes to sexual assault. But what do you think? Do you believe these accusations? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope to be seeing you again real soon.